no, I flew back into Omaha, Nebraska, when my brother's in Bellevue, Nebraska.
Yeah. Okay.
And that energy he has that he had innate in him, it just flares up so often, and I just step back and just get quiet.
Yeah.
I don't argue with anybody. I don't bark at anybody or anything anymore because I'm truly into the no, allowing my currency to okay, my currency because I've used this physical for so many gestation cycles to earn my currency.
Yeah. That.
Okay,
Yeah.
to border and this life that we call life in
Yeah.
this
I like
market
what you just said.
that
That
we.
that resonates so much that when you really, like you said,
Hmm.
it makes it kind of even reminds me um, of how in the universities or any colleges you have to pay your tuition, you know.
Exactly, right.
And what you just said with the harmonizing your, because your frequency isn't just right now, your frequency's been always has, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Your
Hmm.
resonance has been, and that's heavy when you think about it because it carries, it's
Hmm.
there, it's part of what who you are. But go ahead. I mean, I digress for what you're saying. That's good. We already starting to hit. I'm recording this and I'm going to put it
Right.
out.
Okay, well, I'm
Okay.
cool with
Yeah.
that. I'm cool
Yeah.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to put it out on YouTube and share it with people and
Okay.
just try and
So
makes things happen.
that's right. That's right. And
Uh,
I'm on a mission because I did a meditation to ask the ancestors permission to enter into this space. And when I was awarded the opportunity to dialogue with the ancestors about entering this space, what are my reasons? What is my purpose? What is my goal or
yeah.
mission? Well, I want to learn it so well that I can speak to a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 15-year-old about how they can learn not to make the mistakes that we've made in this space in this time. I want to learn it so well that I can transmit to them.
Yeah.
And also, number two, this is not about money, it's about knowledge because knowledge is power. I want power. I learn, I earn.
Mm,
And then number three is once again, this is not about money. You lose focus when you do that. And then number four, I want to become my bank so I can partner with a farmer who husbandry the land to grow our heirloom seeds
yeah.
so we can border with the food and let that food be that currency.
Yeah.
And we helping so many others. Because from what I see, and when I and also to arm me with the gear that I need to withstand any energies that attack me from choosing this vocation.
Yeah.
Well, no, not well, being rewarded to be in this space. Because really, Danny, this is me pursuing a dream that came to me at 13 years of age and 14 years of age in Memphis, Tennessee, where I origin on this realm with my gods, my mama and my papa.
Yeah.
Now they were not together; they were part. So I know in this world you would call a bastard if you didn't have your mother and your father in the
Right.
same, came through the same one
Wow. Yeah, that's true.
together. Yeah.
I'm going to deep dive on that word, on etymology, what that word actually means.
The bastard.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Because it
Uh-huh.
just kind of, when it hits you, because they call you that, but nobody is.
That's right, right? So in Memphis, Tennessee, where I origin, two papers there. The Pressimeter, well, Commercial Appeal was a morning paper. The Pressimeter was the Pressimeter. That doesn't exist anymore either. That was the evening paper. Now, in the evenings after we got off work, I would see the press symbol because we would grab it at lunch or something like that around the evening hour, afternoon hour when I would go do payroll. Because at 13, I was doing payroll, reading blueprints, and et cetera. My father had anywhere from say 500 to say 1,000 on payroll
Okay.
for five job sites at one time. And then I would learn to go different job sites to go get something or
Was
check
that
on
for,
anybody.
was that building or were you
Yes, construction,
construction building? Yeah.
masonry, the brickwork.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And so I was a gopher. Go get this, go
Okay.
get
Go,
that.
go, go, go. Yeah.
And
The startup. That's the start.
exactly. And also I refer that as going through the rites of passage.
I like that too. Yeah.
Yeah, rites of passage. Because even though I was the boss man's son, I was still ridiculed by the guys who were on payroll with him because
Hmm.
of me being the boss man's son.
Right, right, right.
So they chastised me a lot.
Yeah.
And I had to think as well, because I had to learn to communicate. Because how can you, as a 5-year old or 10-year old or 15-year old, tell someone that's twice your age or twice your age, 3 times your age, or 4 times your age,
Yeah.
what to do?
Yeah. Right, right.
That's kind of reversal right there. They're supposed to be able to talk to you and tell you what to do.
Yeah.
But in that position I was in, I had to learn to use what we call psychology. And as my father taught me, in order to be a leader, you got to know how to follow. So I had to
Yeah.
follow what they were doing and then coerce them into do what I saw need to be done.
Yeah. That makes sense. I like how you put that, and I'm going to digress a little bit, but keep going with that. Is I'm just going to
Hmm.
let everybody know this is Charles Neo, and he's my guest here today. A good friend. We actually our history goes back. We're more than friends. We're cosmic brothers.
That's
Uh,
right.
we go back to actually into Savan, going to Secret Energy. Right. We go
That's
back
right.
into Secret Energy. That's actually how we corresponded, met, being in that into that place. So I definitely wanted you guys to hear his stories, hear his wisdom, hear any instruction that he could give you, and just glean anything that would help anybody who watches with their growth, their patterns, and maybe this is something that's going to spark something that they need to do within themselves. And definitely, we are not a traditional broadcast. I brought up. He's already talked about some things. If I always want to let everybody know this channel is really for them who are starting out but open to more knowledge. We're not here to fight and argue. If you're not ready for this, that's fine. You can bypass the channel, but those who are willing, awake, want to know, and those who do know, we're here for you. So yeah, and I like what you had said about the almost. It reminds me of something that my son had told me. My youngest
Okay.
son, who's
Yeah.
kind of who's in his early 30s now,
Hmm.
definitely talks to me about knowledge and understanding as we could speak. He would even be able to talk to us now in this
Hmm.
platform and talk to you. Was he told me one day, he says, "What, hey dad?" And I go, "What?" He goes, "What if the one that seems to be the elder really is not, but the one
Hey.
younger is, because
Hmm.
they've actually did this more times, like you were saying, in their currency before,
Hmm.
and actually they're the elder."
That's
And I'm
right.
like, whoa, that's the reverse engineering way to look at it, but I see it, right? And that's what you said. How is a young child going to give wisdom to what we call adults? But
Hmm.
really, you have to become a child,
That's
right?
right. Once a child,
Yeah,
once a man, twice a child.
yeah, right, yeah,
What crawls on 4 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 3 in the evening? That's us.
yeah. Wow.
What do we learn from the dean? There's only two individuals that I know on this realm, builder and destroyer, and that's me, and that's every other life form on this realm.
Yeah, wow.
And so that right there, I would give
It's truth.
respect. And so, but what I do want to share, Danny, as well, is that for those who want to learn how to allot their currency at themselves, because I returned back to make the U.S. my border run. I fell in love residing there near the equator in Costa Rica. I didn't
Yeah,
go there.
yeah.
I didn't go there because the dean resided there. I went there because I knew following the dean and been doing work with the dean when we were Secret Energy. I called the Department of Commerce there in Costa Rica and asked what's the requirements to reside there.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I spoke with them at that time, and she felt my energy and she was so kind. She said, well, Mr. Charles, she said, I appreciate you giving a call. Men don't call us or talk to us about relocating here, but you did. She said, so I want to share this with you. Well, when you come here, when you move here to Costa Rica, you got to show that you have at least $15 a month coming in. And she said,
Mm-hmm.
now, here's the sauce. just deposit $1,500 into your checking account until I open up your checking account with Costa Rica and Costa Rican Bank. Every month, just go draw the $1,500 out and redeposit back in your account. That shows you got $15 a month coming in.
Oh
I
wow,
said,
yeah.
"Oh
She
wow,
even
wow,
gave
wow, that's
she
it."
even gave you the skinny how to work
Ex-
the program.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And then when I met my next mentor, because we're fortunate, as my grandfather say, you have one good true friend in life, son. You've had a great life. And I
yeah,
must say, I've had at least the fortune to have met a decent, good, say 15,
yeah.
that
Wow,
I
yeah,
consider just someone I can talk to and hold a conversation with.
yeah,
Because nothing
yeah.
in life sweeter than the conversation. And that's a lost art.
It definitely is. Communication is
Hmm.
that's even something I've been looking at extremely deeply. In the lost art of it, I see is not talking. The lost art is listening.
That's it. And this is what I had to learn with my mentor, Clifford Black. When I moved in with him and his wife, when I started studying etymology, epistemology, ontology,
Yeah.
morphology, origin of words, sound, that's what morphology and ology is the study of something. And college is a waste of time
Mm,
because you're really groomed to be a robot, to work
yeah.
for someone else. That's what college is for.
I
That's
call it
what
a program hub now. It's really programming now.
exactly. And a bank, because you're gonna be broke paying back the
Yeah. Mm,
tuition.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
because even doctors, I mean, they come out owing $300,000.
Exactly.
Engineers come out owing the same thing as well.
Yeah.
And so, um,
In
I'm in,
debt.
interested in teaching and share with others about how to allow their current earning system. Because while we got jobs,
Yeah.
when our ancestors bordered with each other,
Yeah.
we were in an Algerian culture for eons.
Yeah.
And then we got so damn smart, we started learn that we could be created economy.
Ooh.
We were in the hydrocarbon economy for thousands of years.
Yeah.
And now we've gotten so smart, like the Flintstone to the Jetsons, to whereas now I can't make this up. Anybody can find it if they look for it. It's coined the no economy, KNOW economy. And economy simply means eco is house.
Yeah.
Onomy is law in Latin, the house of laws.
Yeah.
And that's where we reside in. Now
Mm.
we've got technology. And this phrase here I learned from following The Creature from Jekyll Island, which is a great read.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyone
Yeah.
that wants to pursue this space with me, they
Yes.
need to read that book,
Yeah.
The Creature from Jekyll Island.
You guys need to read this book. This thing with this. Not what he's doing is talking about something that's very, very a lot of knowledge, and what you find out about within that Jekyll Island and the whole story is not
I
what you've been taught or what you think.
hijacked the entire planet with not dropping 1 ounce of blood.
Yeah.
Just hijacked the entire planet because out of 196 what was called developed countries, everyone has a Federal Reserve.
Mm. Yeah.
And in this system, you got those are the bankers, the Knights Templars. Okay.
Yeah.
Knights Templars to go, you got to go check in with the Templars to go through the passage.
Yeah.
Now we got what's called the Bank of International Settlement. The Bank of International Settlement. This is that craze that everyone just blew me away with. And then 2018 is when I started learning to, well, let me digress here for a second. As I mentioned earlier about reading the press symboler and had those numbers in the paper,
Yeah.
I would ask my papa, my God, hey, Dad, what are these numbers right here? Well, son, I think that's what they call the markets. Well, what is the markets, Dad? Well, people lose a lot of money. Okay, Dad. Okay, okay. A year later, because he taught me how to think for myself, being on his job site.
Yeah,
Hey, Dad, what are these numbers again? Son, I recall correctly. I think that I shared with you that that's the market and people lose a lot of money.
yeah,
Aha. If somebody is losing money, somebody is making money.
yeah,
Eureka, eureka. I love that word, eureka.
yeah,
That was an aha moment. That was a
yeah,
mental orgasm right there, right?
yeah.
And that was the first time I noticed that my God walked away from me.
Mm-hmm.
I
Wow.
got him, I got him beyond what he couldn't talk about.
Yeah.
Now I didn't have the wits about myself to pursue it, this space.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have the support and I didn't have the wisdom as well.
Yeah.
However, the beauty of what I'm saying is that that dream never, never dies. That dream never, it never. We just have to recant it and remember. I recall that bill you did about that word, remember.
Yeah.
I love your bills too, by the way. I tune in, I tune in daily when I get a post, I tune in.
Yeah.
Even I go to the gym, I go to the YMCA. I'm 58, by the way, on the gestation cycle, 58 gestation cycles.
Yeah.
And I love it. I'm just really reinventing myself for the fourth industrial revolution, my own industrial revolution,
Yeah.
like the great reset that we're seeing this they talking
Right.
about.
Right. Yeah. Right.
And
Right.
so instead of complaining about it, make it work for us.
Yeah. Because the reality, the reset isn't just what their plans are. It's actually the way this goes. They just want to
Exactly.
hijack it into their plan, take
Uh-huh.
us, still remain in large and in charge, dictating to us, but we're going, the knowing's happening.
That's right. Because
Yeah.
you got to wear this. You can't wear. You got to put a. You got to put this on.
Yeah. Or,
If you don't take this, you can't work here. You can't go in there.
yeah.
And when I read about this, and I read means re-add,
I like that. Yeah.
re-add.
Yeah. 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 I like that.
Yeah, re-add. Do it.
And
They do it
notice
to
it's
you.
and it's another re. You said
Uh-huh.
reinvent after remember, and now
That's it. And
the
just do it
re's.
again. The read, right?
Yeah, the
So,
re's.
um, when I was in dictionary class with my next mentor, Clifford Black, because my mom, my papa taught me business, but my mom taught me compassion.
Mm-hmm.
Now that was a beautiful thing because there I find myself now without a partner because I decided to learn, and my partner she kept wanting to believe, and I
Yeah,
realized belief is a dangerous thing.
it's you that word believe even more and more. Just even if you just leave, take the V and the E off of it, it's be a lie, be lie.
That's it. Be
Yeah,
lie, be lie.
yeah,
And so with those two guys right there, I would really appreciate those two coming through. Those two right there really was a big bonus for me.
yeah,
Much like the parable of the soil, the seed can land on concrete, the seed can land anywhere, or even in the metaphor about the sea turtle,
yeah,
be placed in a cavity. And
yeah,
every predator vulture knows when that gestation cycle takes place. 50 come out, maybe five make it.
yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah,
when you
yeah,
make
yeah,
it to the sea, they still got predators that know as well.
yeah.
And so that's life right there. As you mentioned the knowing area, as you mentioned about the knowing. Um, Now, what I want to say, because this is coming, that the education system been hijacked. Um, when this, which goes all the way back to Thomas Mathis, and I invite anybody to look up who Thomas Mathis was.
Thomas Mathis.
Uh-huh. That's the one that was talking about global and changing and all of these things. And when these ones go to these higher institutions, they get into that degree of learning and then
Yeah,
they push it and control. They go to school and they get in these little cliques and these little fascist groups like uh who can I say Hitler, Spinoza, Nietzsche, um Stalin, all of them,
right. Yeah,
okay. And not to mention the Belgian King Leopold, what he did in
yeah,
Congo.
yeah.
um
The Russian Revolution. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So
Yeah.
now when we learn that, because even when we talk about the Rothschilds and those individuals, we become our own bank.
Yeah.
We become our own bank. So when I met in dictionary class, when I met Clifford Black was my mentor, learning etymology and so forth. Mentioned in class, who in class would like to learn how to operate the market as a business?
Yeah.
I was the only one because there you go again. There that question with my papa at 12,
Yeah.
13, at 13 and 14. There
Yeah.
goes again. I'm 44 at this time, 45. And I walked away from my father business because the signs of time had shifted.
Yeah.
Just when I become a contractor, it's not going to be as gentle for me as it was for my father for 45 years.
Yeah.
And then also my papa was what, 47 when I arrived here. My mother was in her early 40s as well.
Yeah.
So I wasn't raised up with no child or children or little ones. They had gone through life already when I arrived.
So your siblings are older. Are you the
Uh,
baby?
well, no, I'm the third of the four with my mother, and with
Okay.
my father, I'm the third of the five with him.
Okay. Okay.
Because I had sisters on my father's side and brothers on my mother's side,
Oh, okay.
but he lived over here. My mother lived over here.
Yeah.
So I had the chance to see the best of both worlds. I would even correlate this saying white collar, blue collar.
Yeah.
What I learned on the white collar side was business. What I learned on the blue collar side was love, caring, and sharing, community.
Yeah.
And I kind of
Compassion.
tilted,
Yeah.
and I tilted more to this side.
Yeah.
And so that's the side I lean on with
Yeah.
the compassion and love, because love is the strongest frequency energy on this ramp and this whole sphere.
Yeah.
Or adore, or moray, any other words we can use in that
Adore.
same
Yeah.
in that frequency. So
It's just
uh,
filled with compassion.
that's correct. And so then when I met Ramona, I was in transportation for years. I did transportation in the military, in the military industrial complex. This is why, and then also too, this is why I learned and we came into civilian life, what we call civilian life, civilization. I became a driver in this space as well too, because I did 4 years in corporate. I walked away from corporate. I saw how ugly corporate can be. I then looked into want ads because I said I can go back to college and finish up college because I left my junior year. And I said, but I got a lot of smart ass broke friends. Now they making good money, but they broke.
Yeah.
What my papa say, if you're making $200,000 a year, you're living on $300,000 lifestyle, you're broke.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you're in the negative. You're
And
losing, right?
eighth
Like
grade,
you.
every eighth grade, no, eighth grade economics, whatever you're going to purchase should equal and equate no more than 1 week of your income.
Yeah.
Whether so that way you should never get a house. If you're making $800 a week, you shouldn't go get a $1,200 house. No,
Yeah. Got. Yeah. Yeah.
get
That makes sense. Yeah.
get an $800 house
800.
or below,
Yeah.
and that way you still have three remaining checks available for you
Yeah. For
to
the other things, needs. Yeah.
operate. And I had to recall that because Danny, last week I made $2,400 in trading
Hmm.
in 3 days. But
Yeah.
I had to remember myself. I had to remember myself. Wait a minute, hold up, Neo. You've been here before. Act like you've been here before.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I put myself on a salary. $700 and $25 a week is what I pay myself.
Yeah. Because you can go make that like you said, and then
I
go
can
spend it all in one hour if you want to.
exactly, exactly. But instead, I can live off of that. So I'm paying myself basically what, $3,000 a month,
Yeah. Mm.
and so that's what I'm paying myself.
It's really managing your frequency or your
Exactly,
currency.
exactly. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's all about controlling your currency and
Yeah.
keeping your frequency balanced. Because greed has no room in this life or in this space.
Yeah.
'Cause you'll get all excited. And when I moved to Costa Rica, because my mentor, Daniel Gamble, let me digress and go back. I met Daniel Gamble, who's my coach, my teacher, and he referred to himself as Coach Phillip. I
Yeah.
like that. Phil Jackson, Coach Phil
Yeah.
Jackson.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he put together and he taught lots of the Zen. He taught Michael Jordan. He taught Rodman and the rest of them. Slew.
Yeah.
The point guard. I can't remember his name. The point guard, but he taught the whole team concept.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And they went on to learn. They went on to win what we call championships. So that's my coach Daniel, Daniel Gamble. So anyone work with me, I refer them to Daniel or refer them to Trading Club Worldwide. That's where I'm connected with. I started there and I'm still connected with them to this day.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And so as much I know, but as much more I do not know. Now that's what calls one to be wise
Yeah. And humble,
and
right?
humble. Exactly, and humble.
Not get greedy, not get a, big head
Eh,
or that ego kick in to the next level,
mhm,
is to be humble and stay really, because, and it's true, the more we find out, the more we realize what we don't know, and there's a lot more to accumulate.
mhm. Because I learned with you, Danny. I really do. The boy West Coast. I've been learning a lot with you. I recall when you first started, and I look forward to learn more. Because as a matter of fact, when we collaborated to put this bill together, I saw, I'm looking so much I can learn with you, Danny. So much.
Oh, same here. I mean, I've
Yeah.
been I've been hitting some of the things you've been a lot of the things you've been saying. I just been going ching,
Yeah, no,
ching,
right.
ching. That light
Exactly.
bulb goes on. If I could put a thing above my head, that's where the cartoons
Uh-huh.
had the light bulb come on.
Oh, yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
right? Well,
yeah,
I was listening to your bill about Eclipse the other day.
yeah.
I ran 2 miles on the treadmill listening to your bill. When that bill was done, I said, whoa, I did 2 miles. Damn, Dan, appreciate you. Thanks for giving me that ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
watch the one from yesterday, because I
Oh, I
put a
did.
lot into the one from yesterday. It's
Oh,
54 minutes.
yeah, that was a great bill. And also, too, I like your shorts, but balance them out. Do
Yeah.
those 50 minutes, those hours as well,
Well, I
because
just decided to
especially,
add the screens and do
uh-huh,
that. Yeah, and I kind of learned how to do it and went the next level of, and doing this and backdrop, using a
uh-huh.
platform to share and all that, and that, just learning how to be a social media person, because this,
Hmm.
I I'm in my early 60s, so
Well, you look great, brother. I want to say that. You look great.
I
Because
even said that in my
oh,
video. People
uh-huh.
always used to always tell me I had this Nigerian brother I used to work with a
Oh,
long time
okay.
ago in mental health, and
Uh-huh.
this brother, and he was actually a Muslim too, but we were really good
Okay.
friends. We used to work together,
Hmm.
and always had my back on work. We worked in mental health, and
Hmm.
he had a nickname for me, and this was
Okay.
back in the when I was in my late 30s, early 40s. He always said,
Hmm.
"No, that's baby face." That's what he said.
I like that. That's very that was a good
Yeah, so I always kind of look
compliment.
younger than
Yeah.
I am, but yeah, I'm in my
Hmm.
early 60s. So doing the technology thing
Hmm.
is, I'm willing to learn.
You know, that makes us both that way because I refer to this. I said those who came here say in the 80s or 90s, it's like they had a umbilical cord tied around a keyboard or a monitor or something
Yeah,
because they and you know they're extremely fast. But I said, wait a minute, Neo, slow your roll, cowboy, slow your roll. You got here in the 60s, 65
right.
to be exact. And
Yeah,
then
I'm
when
with you. I'm
you
62. I was
and,
born in 62. Yeah,
okay, and when you're in high school, you didn't take you had electives at that time in school as well when we were in school.
yeah.
You had a shop, auto body, horticulture,
Metal
uh,
and wood. Yeah,
wood, yeah, film or media, and all those things, right? You could elect to do those, but all of a sudden they said everybody need to go be a doctor, go be a lawyer, go be this and whatnot. They just moved those electives out the way. But while I was there, I didn't choose one of those. I said, well, I got a trade. I'm working with my father, so I don't need another trade. Hmm, typing. Okay, so I took typing 2 years, and I did learn. I was up to 125 words with maybe say 10 mistakes.
yeah,
But it's like anything else. If we do not use it, we will lose it.
yeah, yeah,
So
and that's true.
now I'm remembering again. And when I had my trucking company, I had one screen. But when I went to Atlanta to meet my mentor, Daniel Gamble, he's got a whole, what, four screens, a laptop, a desktop with four or five screens on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, they're gonna take me some getting used to do that. This is
Right.
foreign to
Yeah.
me. I gotta remember again. I gotta go ahead. So, um, but during the base sickness, I teleported myself to Costa Rica. And I took that ancestral journey. I did a 5MO DMT journey
Okay. Yeah.
with
Yeah.
with Electra. Electra, she was my shaman. She's a
Yeah.
beautiful shaman. She really is. She's remarkable. She taught me the frequency about that resides in us. She did a sound bath with me, doom, 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 doom around my frequency. Didn't
Yeah.
lay a hand on me, but I felt that.
Yeah.
That was the best massage I ever had.
Wow. Yeah. With all
And
with
she,
frequency, energy.
exactly, not one flesh of the body touch at all.
I kind of had that experience recently with actually
Hmm.
somebody who I'm going to bring on. Found out
Okay.
they were really open and they were a Reiki healer,
Oh, okay. I
and
look forward to being on this.
then found out they had a wealth of knowledge and they were really open to learning more. Now they
Hmm.
call me like once a week and just want to talk.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
and she's willing to come on and do and actually wants to have a do this.
Hmm.
Definitely open, but yeah, I know what you're saying about the experience of having that. Uh,
Hmm.
and she didn't touch me, but I could
Right.
feel it. Yeah, that energy.
Exactly.
It felt like she
Exactly.
was, but I knew she
Uh-huh.
wasn't. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
That's ancient knowledge.
yeah,
And so we'll say ancestral knowledge as well.
yeah.
So when I did enjoy that, this was January of 2021. And I was in Costa Rica at that time. And when the plane that land on the tarmac, on the runway, land on the tarmac, I felt a sense of calm came over me
Yeah,
because I read about this place and I really wanted to visit this place. I really wanted to go. And from what I read about it, I just loved. And so I had a gentleman that was a virgin from Costa Rica. He resided in Massachusetts. He told me a lot. He said, if a butterfly lands on you, that means you're a good soul. That happened
yeah.
multiple times while I was in Costa Rica. And so when I returned from my journey that day in January, Janice, uh,
Janice, I like. Yeah,
with Electra, I came back with a big smile and I said, "Can I go again?" She said, "Neo, I knew if anybody would say that, you would say that. But give it time. You're gonna get relapse, okay? So be gentle with yourself. Be kind.
mm-hmm.
It's not what you do every day." And I still recall that. So I don't take the hallucinating drugs. I respect it. And
Yeah,
I needed to go somewhere. Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah.
All right. And so, okay.
I don't know how your time is with what you're doing, but if you want to, we when it does, because it looks like I got like little over 5.5. I don't know why it's telling me to upgrade. I thought
Right.
I did upgrade to pro. Uh,
Uh-huh.
I can we can just I can go out when it
Oh,
does. We can
hey,
re or,
I'm having fun, the time of my life right now. I'm connecting with my cosmic soul brother, having a
yeah,
conversation.
and we can just restart,
Yes,
go just in a
sir.
meet, yeah, and re-go into another meeting if you
Yeah.
want.
Oh, yeah, I would love to, because I still want
Okay,
to share this with others about how they can get started with allowing
yeah,
their
and I'll just make
connection.
this a 1 and a 2.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
And so that's great. Because matter of fact, I do bills. I had a bill with Veronica and one that calls me father or son. He's not biological, but when I met him at 13, I was dating his mother at that time. And Quentin. And Quentin called me over and I realized I couldn't be his mother because I would just carry a dictionary with me all where I went, the lexicon. And I just carry one with everywhere I go. And she said, "Oh, you think you're so smart? You always carry a dictionary." I really know what's going on. I watched Judge Judy. I looked and said, "You know what? You're not the fool. I am." You're not the
wow, yeah,
fool. I am for
yeah,
even just entertaining your ass
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah,
entertained, right? And
yeah,
so that was the end of me really, really getting over her. But more than anything, it taught me a lot being on this realm by having that connection. I was connected with the feminine, always the feminine energy, because I just wanted that sacred energy exchange,
yeah.
or thought I
And
needed that sacred energy
it's
exchange.
definitely, the balance of it, right? The
Hmm.
balance, and
Hmm.
it contributes to the balance of our own selves
Hmm.
to connect, because we have both aspects, but that other side of who we
Hmm.
are, right?
Hmm.
Which is like you said, is important.
Oh, as I kept learning, um, that second meditation was guided meditation with Wisby. She was part of Secret
Yeah,
Energy as
yeah, I
well.
know Wigsby. Yeah,
It was a guided meditation. She did a fabulous job.
I
I,
did some of those with her
oh,
and
you did?
Veronica.
Uh-huh, Veronica. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
haven't talked to her
yeah,
in a while.
yeah,
Yeah. She's
yeah,
a, she's
yeah.
beautiful.
I haven't heard need
Uh,
from neither. Wigsby I have, but Veronica, no, I haven't seen
uh,
nothing from her for a long while.
in
Yeah,
Electra, I was going to go to Taos over to Taos, New Mexico, and do another journey, but Electra got busy. Communication kind of fell off a little bit, so I said, "Wait, we'll wait and see when she gets available." Um, and so when I returned when I snapped into that second relapse of that 5-MeO DMT, that we just talked about the both sides of us, the left hemisphere and right hemisphere, the masculine and feminine energy that we resides in us all. I don't care which gender it is, we all have that.
yeah,
But the clitoris got a little thing in it, and we got the staff, right?
yeah.
The phyllis. And so,
That's heavy when you look at it.
yeah,
I even looked at even another step was we have testicles too, right? Well,
uh-huh,
theirs are they have it too, but it's
that's right.
actually the other
Like
side. What's it
uterus.
called? The uterus with two
Yeah,
sides.
yeah,
Yeah,
inside,
yeah,
internally, you're right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like we
yeah,
got chest and they say they got breasts.
yeah. That rhymes.
But that's the same damn thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. But look at this construct as well, too. When we call about the fake part, they got them now where they don't even know who they are. Well,
right.
your name is Charles. No, your name is Callie or
Yeah,
Charlissa,
they're
you
taking
know,
that which is physical and
and turn
trying,
it into, yeah,
yeah,
it,
identity, and then the dysphoria that comes with it is just,
exactly. You don't have to
yeah,
tell your parents right now. You can take these puberty blockers and we got you. We
yeah,
we got you. Okay, that's the part that
yeah,
gets them. We got you.
yeah,
So that's that's helping out there, but I try not to. And being a guru, we all are gurus.
yeah.
Everyone is. They just haven't activated
Have it. I like, yeah, because it's
because
there
that's right. It's just someone who operate in negative energy, balance and positive energy and balance it out.
and to balance it out. And the
That's it.
more you
That.
become, like you said, the guru, you recognize I do
Mhm.
with the dealing with shadow self, and we're at the minute mark, so we're getting
Okay.
close. At the shadow self is kind of, you see that darkness, and I had this thought. It was that conscious mind
Hmm.
is lit. It's got a
Hmm.
we're putting out a power and an energy that
Hmm.
emits even others. When we're around others, it actually opens them up to seeing the light, and they can get very, very scared and feel they want it, but then they want you pushed away because it's too hard for them to deal with, because that light's shining bright and they don't understand it.
Just like a cockroach.
Yeah,
Hey,
run to
scatters
the
when the light
corners.
comes out. Run to the corners. That's right.
Yeah. I even noticed that with Light 7 had said it, and I thought about it.
Uh-huh.
So I turn on the light and notice the darkness goes to the corners.
That's right.
Yeah.
I
In the
I did
room.
I tried that once as well.
Yeah. So
A
what I'm
few
going to do,
times.
we're probably down to a few seconds. It just